Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing my June book haul. So I got quite a bit of books this month. Most of them I got at the end of the month. So the first ones I want to show you are actually two different series, but they're like connected. I'm not really sure how yet because I haven't read all of it. They're so pretty. Look at them. So this is the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. There are 6 books, obviously. I just thought it was so pretty, these two, because I've read these 4, but I haven't read these 2. So I'm really excited for that. And this next one, I don't know anything about at all. This is the Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare. And they're also pretty, and I noticed that they look a lot like the other one. So they're obviously somehow connected, but I don't know how. And I know they're Shadowhunters stories and stuff, so that makes sense. But by looking at the front, they look like they're wearing old-timey things. This book is gonna be, I'm having a fly. I think this is gonna be like before the Mortal Instruments, so like a prequel trilogy. Alright, now I'm gonna get into the main part of the book haul. Those are just, here is the main part of the book haul. I'm gonna do it in like the order that I got them in. So the first one I got this month was Gemina, which is second book in the Gemina. The second book in the Illuminae trilogy. And I have the first one, but it's up in my closet. I forgot to pull it down before I started filming this. I was gonna show you, but I've already read this book. I read it last week, no, 2 weeks ago, and I absolutely love this book. This trilogy is amazing. Like, the first book was good, but this one was incredible. Like, I absolutely loved this book so much. Gemina follows 2 characters, Hannah and Nick, who are aboard the Heimdall station, which is like in the middle of their solar system, and there's a wormhole in the middle of the station so that you can jump to the different planets in the solar system, because you can't get to them, like it would take forever to get to them without the wormhole. I can't really tell a lot about it without giving too much away, because there's a ton of stuff that happens, and a lot of it is like surprising, and it's just really cool to figure out for the first time without somebody telling you, like me. And I'm not going to tell what happens in this book after just very basics, because this is like gonna be one of my favorite trilogies that I have read in a while. I actually talked about this book the other day. This book is told through like texts and emails and camera footage and all that stuff. I think this is really cool. I've never read anything like it, and I love it so much. I just had to talk about that for a little bit because I love that book so much. Moving on. The next one, not really moving far from the other one, is Obsidio, third book in the Illuminae trilogy, and I'm reading it currently right now, and I don't know too much about it, but I know that it follows the characters from Illuminae, Gemina, and new characters in this one as well. Asha and Reese, I think, which I love the name Reese, mostly because of Reese from something else. I'm not gonna give that away. I talked way too much about Gemina, and then I got Obsidio this week, and I wasn't supposed to get it until July. I freaked out when I got it because I wasn't expecting it to be here so soon. The next 2 books I got are the first 2 books in the Seven Realms series by Cinda Williams-Chima. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I've always said Chima, but I've heard people say Chima. Here they are. I haven't read them yet. I don't know a thing about them, so I'm not going to talk about them. I like going into books without knowing a thing about them because it's really fun. So I know nothing about these 2 books, but I'll read them and I will figure it out, and then I'll tell you what I thought whenever I'm done with them. They're probably a little more than 1,000 pages together. I'm very excited to pick these up, but I already have a pretty extensive list of books that I have to read before them. Whew. The next book that I have is a book that, this book I have been waiting for like a year now, and not just because it didn't come out because it was already out, because I loved the first one and I couldn't find this book anywhere. And then I looked on like online, and it's like $200. Luckily I got this for like $8, but it's really expensive for some reason. This is Deadfall by Anna Carey, and maybe not a lot of you have heard of it before, but this is a duology and it's so good. This is the sequel to Blackbird and Deadfall. Oh, this book was amazing. follows the character, I don't remember her name. This book, I'm just gonna say, is amazing. It's in second person. It's crazy. It's like crazy. I've only ever read one other book that's written in this. It was called All the Truth That's in Me by, I don't even remember who it was by, but it was amazing, and I love books written in second person. And I couldn't imagine writing a book in this perspective. So, I mean, they're very short, but like they tell a really great story. And I'm really excited for Deadfall, which this is one I got. I've already read Blackbird. I've had this one for a while, but I've been really, really wanting this book. Finally got it. It was only like $8. It was hard to find actually, because everywhere else it was like $200, or I don't understand why this book is so expensive. If anybody knows, just like comment down below, tell me, because I have no idea why this is so expensive. But it was only $8 when I got it, so happy times. The next book is Sun Warrior by PC Cast. This book is really beautiful. This is the second book in the Tales of a New World duology. I think it's a duology. I only know that there's 2 of them. This book I've not read yet, but I have read the first book, Moon Chosen, and this book follows the main character Mari, and then another main character who I don't remember the name of because I read this a year ago. Literally like a year from, like last summer, like a year ago. So I don't remember much about it, so I'll have to like read the back or something, I don't know. But I think I'll remember what happened in this book when I start reading this book. I'm really excited to read this book because so much happened in the first one, and I have no idea where it's gonna go, so I'm really excited for this book. And plus, look how beautiful these covers are. They're so pretty. They like glimmer, like they have rainbows on them. You see that? These are really pretty, and the story is great. This is the only book I've ever read by PC Cast, but I know she has another series that's like really long. But I'm really excited to read this one, and it'll be one of my very next reads for sure. They're pretty long, but I read this one really fast, so hopefully I can get through this one fast too. Not because I want to speed through it, just because I want it to be like really good, and you know, when it's good you just speed through it. So yeah. Alright, so the next book I have is And I Darken by Kiersten White. I have already read this book, but I really, really wanted it on my shelf because I was going to buy the second book in this series. This book is so good. I read this probably like 3 months ago. It's so good. Like, I've never read anything by Kiersten White, but look, it's beautiful. This book is a retelling of Vladimir the Impaler, and instead of being a guy, it's like a girl, and she's a teenager, and it goes from her being born to her being a teenager, almost adult, and she like has all these problems in her life, and she's like really hardcore, and her name is Lada, I think? Lada? One second. I've got to figure it out. Yes, I was right. Yes, this follows the main character Lada and her brother Ryu, and somebody they meet along the way named Mehmed. This book is epic. I read it and I didn't like the first half, but then I read the second half and I thought it was amazing. So I'm really excited to have this on my shelf, and I'm really excited for the second book, which is Now I Rise, and the third book, And I Brighten, that I don't think has come out yet, but I'm really excited. So I'm going to maybe read this again because it's really good. So yeah. The last book that I have for you guys, you're just like, finally, she's got her last book. Oh, so many books. I have Truth Witch by Susan Dennard, and I actually have already read this book as well, but I got it for the same reason I got And I Darken, because I wanted it to be on my shelf because it's so good. But this book is really, really good. I'm getting all these stories mixed up in my head, and I'm forgetting the characters. Like, I know what happens in this story, but I'm totally blanking. Okay. So in this book, we follow the main character, Safia. I think I'm saying that right. She is a truth witch, and they are able to discern truth from lies. She's good at cards because she can tell if people are lying, telling the truth about what they have in their hands, so it's pretty easy for her to win those games. That's not the point of the book. This book, I just helping. It also follows her friend, Isiult. I know I'm saying that wrong, but oops. So Ishul is like a thread witch who can see ties that bind and entangle their lives around her, which is really cool. Merrick, who's a wind witch, and so much happens in this book. I don't really remember all of it, so I can't really give a good description of what happens, but just read it. Just read it. It's so good. Like, I read it super fast. It was so good, and I'm probably going to read it again because it was so good. All these books I'm saying I'm going to read them again, but probably I won't read them again for such a long time because I want to read other books, but I really want to read this again because it's so good. Alright guys, so that was my June book haul. Most book hauls that I do will not be that long. I just had so many books to show you this month because I got so many books this month. That's all I have. So be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and hit the notifications bell to be notified as to when I post new videos. I make them pretty frequently now. I just started making them, but I post, this is the third one I'm going to be posting in like a week. Not that I'm trying to rush videos out, just I have so much to tell you guys and show you, and so much is happening in my book world. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video, and I hope I didn't ramble too much. So other than that, that's pretty much it. Bye.